Hey everybody, this is Mark from Try to You on the Trail, and I'm back for another adventure here in Silver Creek State Forest Campground. I'm gonna park the car here and do about a 4.5 mile loop following the Pine River. So I'm looking forward to some really nice views of the river and checking out winter in northern Michigan. So my plan is to start on the southern side of this loop here in this campground, head north counterclockwise, head up to Lincoln Bridge State Forest Campground, I think is what it is, and then make a decision. So I could stay there, but I did check around and it looks like there is one place to disperse camp that's a mile away from both of the campgrounds, which is the rule. So I might continue past that, just kind of see how the hike goes and what the trail throws at me. Well, bringing yak tracks or some sort of traction device never once crossed my mind, and that would have been probably helpful. We will survive, I hope, and if that's the worst mistake I make this trip, then we're doing pretty good. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. So the trail has popped me out here on this off-road vehicle path for a very short walk on the road, and then we'll head back into the trail. This trail is definitely giving me like miniature Manistee River Trail kind of vibes. I think when I get on the other side of the river, it'll be even more so, because I think we follow it a lot closer than we do on this side. So it's cool. It's got all the northern Michigan vibes. Whoa, whoa. I better pay attention to what I'm doing. So it appears we have already arrived at Lincoln Bridge Campground. That was quick. I'm about 1.7 in. Let's go look at the river up here. Never gets old. So if my research prepared me the way I think it did, we should be crossing the bridge here. I'm assuming it's called Lincoln Bridge. It'll take us to the west side of the river, and we'll start to head south and look for a place to camp. That's where we came from over there, and I'm officially over 2 miles in now, which means the spot I had marked on the map for the dispersed camping spot should only be a mile away. I mean, obviously I could just finish the loop, but if I was going to do that, I would have not carried all this stuff. But if I can find the spot, that's kind of the only question. It's hard to find dispersed camping spots, established sites, you know, they're legal and all that, when there's snow all over the ground. So we'll see what we see. back down by the river again. Should be coming into this spot I had marked on the map. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is so much like a little version of the Manistee River Trail. It's awesome. The hills aren't as big, the miles aren't as long. You still get river views and views from up top on the ridge. This is awesome. What a cool place. Well, I have found the spot that I marked on the map, and people have definitely stayed here. Let me show you around here real quick. I did locate a fire ring. So the only problem I have with this, I have a couple of problems. It's a little closer than you're supposed to be to the water, and not very far off trail as well. So I'm just looking to see if there's a better spot that I could choose. I don't know. What am I gonna do? Well, I've made my decision. I can't with a clean conscience set up there. It's a perfect spot, and I really want to justify myself staying there. But I like to be able to sleep at night too, so I'm gonna keep going unless something else jumps out at me. But it won't be long before I have to go all the way back to the campground, because I have to be at least a mile away. I guess the upside is I won't have to filter water, and there's a picnic table. I think there's a picnic table. But I would have done this a little differently. I would have brought real food. I would have brought, I don't know, a cooler with real meat and stuff and all kinds of goodies, but that's okay. I've really enjoyed this loop. It's absolutely beautiful. Probably any time of year this would be a good one to do. It's kind of nice they give you a rope here to get up this little bugger of a hill. Nice. Just a little over 4 miles in, so we ought to be rolling into the campground where we started here pretty quickly. And then we'll try to find a primo spot on the Pine River. That's the goal. Through the trees I can see fire rings, which means we're almost there. Across a bridge here, or two maybe, and we'll wrap up the hiking part of this adventure. Well, she's no little Mac, but that's a substantial little bridge. All right, Silver Creek Campground, here we come. And just like that, I finished the loop, and I carried my backpack full of water and everything else. I should have gone with the original plan of staying on the north side of the loop, but you know what? That's okay, because I'm gonna enjoy this. So here we are, site number 19. Looks like we've already got some firewood, which is awesome. I was prepared to process firewood, but we have some ready. It's a little after 3 o'clock and daylight's burning quickly. I got about till a little after 5 and then sunset. So I think from over this way, you know, the sun will be down well before that. So time to get to work and get going. So I specifically picked this campsite for a variety of reasons. The view, all the wood that was here. It's been lived in recently, so there was some spots on the ground where there wasn't much snow, and picnic table is not covered with snow like all these other ones. So this is a beauty of a campsite. So I was gifted this I Climb camp table, which I was planning to test out properly dispersed camping, but here we are. So I'm gonna attempt to put this thing together and not look like a buffoon. I did put it together at home once, so I should know what I'm doing. We'll see about that. Voila! So, nice little lightweight little table that you can use when you don't have a big fancy picnic table. Thank you for the gift. So this is a pretty typical state forest campground. You've got your latrines, this one actually male and female, and there's several sprinkled through the campground. Of course there's a water pump, and then a dumpster, and actually quite a few good river access spots where you can get right up to the river, and probably really good fishing, I'd imagine, and maybe take a dip when it's warmer. It's a really, really nice little campground, so highly recommend. Interestingly, I left my splitting axe in the car from when Pickles and I were on our last trip, so this guy's gonna come in pretty handy when I start splitting wood to get this fire going. Perfect. Nice. Got so wrapped up in camp chores that I forgot I need to pay, so I'm gonna do that right now. All right, it's time to start the fire. It's getting cold quickly. All right, so before I make dinner here, I just wanna give a shout out. So actually, dinner was a gift, so that is a shout out to you, Joe. Thank you. I'm looking forward to Kung Pao Chicken. And I have another shout out. This was a very unexpected generosity that was given to me. So I went on a work trip recently and met up with some folks for work, of course. And one of the guys follows the channel, and I didn't realize that he did. And we chit-chatted about stuff, and then the next day I'm coming into the plant, and he's like, hey, I got a question for you. It's not work related. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, have you ever considered hammock camping? And I said, yeah, absolutely I have, but just from a investment standpoint and that sort of thing, never really pulled the trigger, but always wanted to try it, of course. He said, well, I was going through a bunch of my gear, stuff that I don't use anymore, and he's like, I have some stuff that you can have, no, I don't expect anything for it. And I'm like, whoa, okay, wow. Well, what he gave me was a War Bonnet Blackbird XLC, which is an amazing hammock from everything I know about hammocks. And it comes with this tarp that you can really batten down the hatches with the doors. And so I would have loved to have brought it on this trip, but the reason I didn't is I don't have an underquilt. So that's what once I have my underquilt, I'm gonna give hammock camping a legitimate try. Really, really cannot wait. So Bruce, thank you. I can't thank you enough, and I hope it goes well. Setting it up is gonna be embarrassing, I'm afraid. So we're gonna cook up some Kung Pao chicken, and I can't wait to give it a whirl. Nice. And now we wait. Kung Pao chicken before, and we'll see what it looks like after. All right, looks like we've got a boil. Here we go. Let's stop just a little bit short. Oh, it smells so good. So as I'm waiting for my food to rehydrate, checking the temperature, it's freezing. Not terrible, but expected to get a bit cooler this evening, and we're prepared, so it's gonna be a good sleep. All right, so let's have a look at this Kung Pao chicken. Now we're gonna try it. Yeah, this is really good. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow, this is, I don't think I've had this before. I thought maybe I did, but I don't think I have. And then the heat starts to hit you after a minute or two. All right, so it's not real late, actually. It's a little after 7, but it's getting cold. It's down to 28. The fire's roaring, and I'm really enjoying it. So probably get to bed here pretty early and cozy up once the fire has kind of died down. And the night sky's already started to open up, so hopefully get to enjoy a bit more of that. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning from the Silver Creek State Forest Campground by the Pine River. Got down to 23 last night. Stayed mostly warm. Tozie's got a little chilly, but I think the sleeping pad is not, there were a lot of cold spots at the sleeping pad, but we made it through. It's a little after 8 o'clock now. We're gonna pack down quickly and skedaddle out of here. Just need to get this last little bit packed up and we are gonna be done. There we go. So we take one last look over the Pine River. Got the car warming up. We'll finish loading up the rest of the stuff in there and get on our way. Thanks for sticking around. Like, subscribe, and comment. And a special Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll see you on the next one.